Hello, this is Lulu Jane and I'm here to give you a healing messages reading from the guides. I am a channel, so I get a channeled reading. I've already attuned myself with them and asked them what they would like to bring through today, and they said it is a healing collective message. So that is what we do. I have picked the cards that they chose. They told me which ones they want. We have prepared them and now we're going to start. If you would like to give us a thumbs up and a like to the video as you proceed. If you like the video, that will help the video to be received by others. If you would like to subscribe, we will be grateful. Thank you. All right, allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. We're going to do a little spread and we're going to give the healing insight messages. Vulnerability is the next card. And I am working right now with the Archangel Gabriel Oracle cards as the first deck that we have available today. So, there's funny noises in the background. It's my dog chewing something. I hope it's nothing I don't want chewed. Yes, I see that. Thank you. Let go is the next card. Allow yourself to receive. That means open your heart to some vulnerability and let go of your tight control and guardedness. Pay attention to your dreams as well as you travel through your life's journey. I'm just checking my dog. Okay, what else have we got today? New project. Express your inner truth. And gratitude has come out. And I think we will complete the row, and it's going to be a spread of 5 across. And that's how I do I don't always do my spreads 5 across. It always depends on each individual reading, and I do it as it is called for. Okay, motivation. Yes. Helping children. Yes. Speeches and speaking. A new project is coming. So the people who are watching this video, this message is for, and we already start with a spread that's talking about allowing yourself to receive and expressing your inner truth. So expressing your inner truth is about reflecting who and what you are outward. So there's a mirroring effect in our world. So when we experience life and experience the world, we are having our reaction and it's coming back out. So the experience energy comes to us and it's reflected back through a lens of ours, and it is slightly altered energy. But the key point is, if we're responding and reacting to the world as we experience it, we're taking the base note energy of our experience that from the external perspective, bringing it into us, and then we are responding. And the key note of what it's about is always started by what we're experiencing, and that is the general nature of the life we're living and the third density world we're in, and the fourth density world as well, which is our dream world. Though often in our dream world we don't really respond as much as just experience without big emotional responses. In that way that when we're in our dreams, we're often not altering situations, but as a viewer experiencing. So it's a little bit different. A person living in the fourth density, of course, has a different response mechanism of mirroring and responding. Sorry about the light on my glasses. I might put my little candle out and see if it changes things. That might change a little bit maybe. So allow yourself to receive. So allowing yourself to receive is a really big deal in our world because we're so guarded, and we often martyr ourselves, and we often think that we can only have what we do for ourselves, what we make for ourselves, and we have low expectation about what we're going to actually receive. We don't expect much from life, but it's time for us to expect more and allow more to come to us. If you express your inner truth as in what you would like to receive, instead of responding to what you think you see around you, you lift the bar, you change the paradigm, you change the game you're in by not just doing a mirrored response back out because of what you've experienced, but sending a whole new coding of expectation and response. Respond to what you would like to have happen, not what you think is happening. As much as possible, if you can change your mindset and your emotional response to life that way, you will find that when you respond to what you would like to have happen in the world rather than what you think is happening, you will actually start to see what you would like to have happen, or at least a much closer proximity to it, manifesting in the world in front of you. That's allow yourself to receive and express your inner truth, your inner vision, your vulnerability and gratitude. One of the key points of leaving vulnerability behind you, the feeling of being exposed and vulnerable and worried about that and living in fear about that, is to be looking around you at the world and find things that you like, find things that are good for you, find things that you recognize as good for you. Gratitude for what you think you have, gratitude for what you can find that is good. That is a most powerful liberator from feeling like a vulnerable and trapped person who has to be guarded because there's not always a way out of situations, or there's not always the freedom to just be exposed in yourself. And I'm not asking you to be letting your guard down and be so vulnerable that you're exposed to a world that isn't understanding, kind, and respectful. We're not saying that, but we're saying in order to ease the experience of feeling vulnerable, what you need to do is find things to be really grateful and appreciative of in your life. And this isn't the gratitude of saying, aren't you wonderful, thank you for giving me all my food, and I'm so lucky that this other person, whoever they are, is doing all the good things while I just receive. That isn't what gratitude's about. It's about being grateful for the things you like in life. Could even be the sunset, could be flowers in your garden, could be having the house clean after you clean it. Doesn't mean you have to be handing over the power of yourself to others. Gratitude isn't handing your power over. Gratitude isn't surrendering your own ability to achieve for yourself. Gratitude is being happy with the result of achieving for yourself. Grateful and happy for spontaneous serendipity. Happy and grateful for what nature has given you at that moment in time. This kind of an attitude allows you to not actually feel vulnerable because you're not focused on your vulnerability. You're just focused on the good things coming to you. And of course, once again, this harks back to our first little set. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. Express your inner truth of a bright vision and a happy vision. And then, wow, you start to see the things that you want to be having. See the things that are little happy things in the day. Even a person who's nice to you at the supermarket. Even going shopping and finding, yes, they do have the fruit you like on the shelf, because nowadays we're not even sure what's on the shelf, are we? Go to the shop, yes, there's bread, woo, nice. My milk, the milk I like to drink, it's there, that sort of thing. Now, you could be grateful, that's a win, that is a win. And your gratitude is an infectious coding that sends out to the paradigm we're in, to the matrix we're in, and it starts to set the new benchmark of, yeah, we'll just do that. That's going to be the status quo. That's how you change the world and heal the world you live in. You've got to let go. Now, what's your motivation for letting go? Do you have a motivation to let go? And what are you letting go of? We just talked about letting go of fear, a fear-based concept of vulnerability and guardedness, and start to replace it with another programming you're going to give yourself. You're going to program yourself to feel happy about some good things that come into your life. Program yourself to let go of the practice of fear-based, vulnerable-based practice of life. Let go of the practice of fear. Let go of the practice of guardedness. Let go of the practice of looking for something wrong, and start to take on the practice of appreciating and being happy for and grateful for the good things you enjoy. That's a practice. It's just like people might sit down and say, I'm going to do a meditation practice. It's a practice. Someone says, I'm doing martial art. I'm going to do my martial arts practice. I'm going to do my musical instrument practice. Everything is an entrainment of how you will function. And letting go of things that don't help you to receive what you really envisage as a beautiful, happy world. Everything that does that, you need to let go. You need to allow yourself to receive. And this is how you allow yourself to receive. Let go of the blockages. And basically, we could call them the self-limiting concepts in your mind. The habits, the self-limiting habits that come up in your life. And we are entrained to have them. And in fact, we only have to watch movies and TV shows to be having that reinforced to us, that we have to be worried about something, in fear of something, that doomsday is around the corner. And we only need to look at an ad on YouTube. There's an ad. A man was talking about being a person who is a prepper and really prepped for all power outages and problems, and he has created all these wonderful ideas of self-sufficiency off the grid. It's great stuff, but he has to sell it by saying, what if you end up like New Orleans in the hurricane when it came to New Orleans? Well, he starts talking about all the things that can happen to you and how terrible it was to be in New Orleans during the hurricane, after the hurricane. What's he saying to you? You're vulnerable, live in fear. Whether he knows it or not, that's what he was saying. So he didn't probably mean to make you feel afraid if you watch that ad, which seems to be going all over the world. But most certainly that's the motivation that he needs you to have to feel like you want to buy his book. That's his motivation. Not that he's a bad person, but that's the way our world works. The motivation all the time is to make you feel afraid, make you feel like you're lacking, make you feel like you haven't got something, so that you have to find the money to get it. So you have to worry about getting it. So you have to listen to this message they're giving you to get it. Now, let go of the motivation of fear, which you are being coerced into continually, and find the new motivation of gratitude and receiving. Pay attention to your dreams, because in your dreams, they are going to try to help you to see a new way. That's what your guides say they're going to do. Now, I personally, being an empath, my dream states often filled with an empathic sensitivity to the fourth density, and it's a different experience for me. So I do pay attention, but I take some of it with a grain of salt, because if I'm listening to someone else's bad dreams, the energy that a million people are putting out because of their fear, if I say that's my paradigm, then I'm done. I'm sucked into it, aren't I? So that's something I have to be aware of. So in your waking day now, that energy of a million people living a dream of fear, that's something, that energy is floating around you. So you have to realize that's not the world you need to create. Okay, so this is an epic healing message coming through. Helping children. That's the question. Helping children. A new project is coming to some people who are looking at this video, or anybody really. Helping children is the issue. What's your motivation? I'm going to come across now. I'm going vertically with my columns. I'm going to go across in a sec, and we're going to see the message from a new angle as it's described from another perspective of words. But there's a new project, and I'm going to read that card for you because it says, like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your ideas into reality. And this circles right back to expressing your inner truth and allowing yourself to receive. Feeling like you have to punish yourself and feel guilty for having a life where you're capable of getting resources and learning things and being able to make something good happen doesn't help anybody. There are many people in the world who are not in the position where they're able to do something about problems in the world. If you're in the position where you're listening to this, no doubt you have a little bit more availability in your life for material advantage of some sort, because you've got a phone or a video or a computer, you can watch this. So don't punish yourself. Some people do punish themselves for and feel guilty for having, when there are so many people who are have-nots. But being a having person allows you the ability to project your beautiful inner truth to the world and start to change the paradigm. Being a person who has enough to satisfy your needs allows you to have gratitude, which is the magic code of transformation for our world. There are people who are in a have-not category, we would put them, who still manage to have gratitude because that's how wonderfully well gifted they are before they came to this world and took birth. So if they can do it, I think you can do it too. You can do it. Helping children is an issue that we're going to expand upon. And the new project is to do with talking, speeches, and speaking. That one says you have important messages to deliver that can help others. So in order to get your mojo together, to get your act together, you need to realize how to reset the paradigm you're working with and the way you respond to it and the coding you're putting out, what it is that you're actually telling the world is your reality and what you deserve and the full extent of the worth of your input. What is that? The first card that's come out of this deck, the Mystical Healing Reading cards. Ground yourself. Yes, ground yourself. In order to get yourself balanced again, if you start to feel a little bit like a hyperventilating of energy coming up, anxiety and stress and concern, and you can be overwhelmed by the energy of suffering in the world if you're an empathic person. Get grounded now. Take a deep breath, relax. Take your mind down through into your body and send a little cord from your heart down into Gaia. Send your mind energy down into Gaia and breathe. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and think in your heart. Take your mind to your heart now while you're connected to Gaia. Take your mind to your heart. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4 if you like. Now breathe out slowly. If you breathed in for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 6 or 8. So let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out slower and longer. Put your mind in your heart. Now, see your mind, your brain in your heart. There's a brain on the back of your physical heart. And your mind is now occupying there and focused there. See it connecting to this brain. Let's make the connection between the brain and the heart. The brain and the heart. Balance will come. Channel back down into the earth. And allow the earth to send healing green energy up, and you become grounded, you remember your purpose and you remember your focus. And now you've gathered your energies and calmed them, ready for action. Okay? Unlock your heart is the next card they had. Unlock your heart. Yes, and that helps to unlock your heart, and the unlock your heart comes with the gratitude card. The pain of the world doesn't have to be your pain, because through that pain you can't help anybody. And look, if you're around a person who's suffering pain, the last thing they need is someone else suffering pain next to them. What they need is someone who brings through optimism, a positive future, a hopeful future, and light and love, and a certainty that they feel it's okay. We need to get confidence from someone when we don't feel good, when we're struggling. We want to be around someone who is well grounded and confident and gives us assuredness that it's going to be okay. That's who we need. When we're down, when we're sick, when we're not well, when we're struggling, when we're homeless, when we're anything else, the last thing we need is another person in the same position. We need someone who is able to help us have a new perspective, to see a different way, so we can start to get out of the situation we're in. And that's the person who's not in the same situation. So you need to ground yourself to be that person. Awaken your vulnerability. We once again back to your vulnerability. You can have deep feelings, compassionate feelings, and a heartfelt empathy for the world. But like we're saying, it's not about making yourself in the same position, even if it's just in your mind and heart. It's about being together, being grounded, and bringing a new vision, so that your vision energy enters the energy pool, and others who are like you are providing this beautiful new vision energy in the energy pool, which starts to come and touch and contact with the people who feel sad and lost and lonely and broken. That's healing energy. We just told you how you can infuse healing energy into the auric body field of our human community on Earth. That's a wonderful motivation. This card comes under that. Your motivation. Awaken your vulnerability, because it is actually a powerful thing. This next card is explore your ancestry. This card often comes when it's about understanding that you have ideas and yearnings and motivations that you would like to be able to do more. You think you could do more. Now's the time to discover them, because every idea you've got about what your potential could be is probably something you've already done in the past and another life. It could also be that your family lineage, from your physical genetic lineage you have now, has its own history that you are now connected to, and that is an empowering range of people doing things, activating things, able to achieve things, and all of it went into the DNA that's in you now. So you have the backup of your ancestors, you have your own past lives, and you have this huge library of potential and capability behind you just through your DNA, let alone your own past lives as well. So it's there for you, and that comes with the helping children, which you feel a strong motivation that you wish you could. We're saying, yes, you can, but all you have to do is understand how the healing energy enters the energy field of the auric body of our planet, which is the human energy field. We have 2 more cards. Assimilate life experience. There we go. Explore your ancestry and assimilate the life experience that has gone through your ancestors, and it all is recorded in your personal database, your DNA. So if ideas come up, if potentials arise, and you feel like you can suddenly do something you never thought of doing before, don't be shocked. Don't put it back down in a box. This is potential you were born to do because it's in your DNA. It's written in your toolkit, your DNA. Isn't that interesting? This other card has come out. Focus on your higher truths. Yes, focus on your higher truths. Don't let negative self-talk be a thing. We're talking about leaving that alone, because that is a cycle of nothingness. So we just said you've got some talents there in your DNA that you chose this DNA set because it has the combination of potentials and talents that you can use. That's why you chose it. It's not a coincidence you've got this DNA. We all choose our DNA subset in this one life, And it's connecting to so many other lives that have all contributed to the DNA you have, which is a library of information, which scientists have proven now is a library of information. It's called, you can go to, there's a book by Greg Braden called The God Code, and that'll explain about how your DNA is a library of information for you from a scientific point of view, if you need that backup. But the point we're making here is focus on the higher truths of potential. You've got to focus now. You've got to be concentrating, because you can fall into the same habits you had before. So you're changing habits. They would like to go to another deck now. They want to go to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, that's what they want to go to. Okay, so. Okay. The yin energy is what you need to work through to balance yourself, calm yourself, to center yourself. Your heart energy, calming, centering, all wisdom and all knowing. If you listen to it and you function from your heart, let your brain up here be the support service for your heart brain, which is the wisdom center, and connecting down to the earth for grounding. And that is you activating your yin energy, which will back you up, support you, help you be stable, help you have confidence, help you listen to your guidance. And we're going to another deck in this deck they want me to go to as well, which are now milk and honey. Yin energy, right? Yin energy, milk and honey. It's the good stuff. Okay, see the rainbow? It's where all the good stuff is. Your yin energy from your heart, the beautiful, loving light. Now they want to go to the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Okay, they're going to go to that. And they're going to back their message up with some more cards from here. Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information, they said. Be open to this healing information. Listen to it, re-listen to it, let this video soak in, and then come back and hear it again, because the guides' messages will come through and activate within you your own connection to your guides. Your guides will then add to that a deep epiphany of understanding about what we're talking about. It'll be a multi-dimensional, they keep saying fifth dimensional, it'll be a fifth dimensional density. I'll use the word dimension because that's commonly used, but it's the density of frequencies. The fifth density, full picture understanding of the concepts and how they can work for you as an individual. Watch the video, open your mind, let it soak in, let your guides work with you to bring an enlightened lighting up of how you can perceive this potential for you. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. And through that energy of your guides, you are going to feel loved and comforted. Grounding yourself. Learning how to accept the beautiful blessings of being grounded so that you are empowered to be with us, be with the earth, be with others, and bring through the epiphanies that are going to come to you. Lord, take charge with authority. Yes, you're going to be able to take charge of your life with authority and move forward and actually see some progress and some action. That's what's going to come. That's what's going to happen when you allow yourself to receive the first message we brought out. Allow yourself to receive love, support. We are all rising, yes. We are all rising in the frequency levels because of this beautiful ascension energy which comes through our sun and the solar impasses on our magnetic field of our planet are in fact deliveries of ascension energy, they said. And the next card is the sun. What does that say? Enjoy success and happiness. Yes. You have to allow the solar uplifting, uprising of energy. You have to allow the solar gifts and boons and booms, it booms. That's what it is. That's what the word is. They sort of tell me. And rising frequency that helps you become more equipped and retunes your DNA to be more functional, to be the open book for you to receive what's knowledge is in there. That you have to receive. You have to allow. Once again, allow yourself to receive. Yes. Whew. And through that, you will find a new expression for yourself. Intend and create, the High Priest. Intend and create. That's what you will be able to do, because that is where you're going. Stargazer, set your sights higher. See yourself excelling past your previous limitations you set yourself. Allow yourself to go forward and be a really meaningful person. Allow yourself to be a healer in all the many ways that you manifest your life and yourself. Wow, isn't that a very beautiful reading? Is that all we need for today, my dear ones? Okay, Peacekeeper. And as you move forward, you become the peacekeeper, and you don't need to be right all the time. You just need to be. Okay, that's really lovely, guys. Thank you so much for this most beautiful reading, this beautiful healing energy reading that they wanted to bring through today. I thank you so much for joining us. I thank you for giving us a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel. Thank you for watching and receiving this video, which is an important message of upliftment for the whole world. And thank you for commenting if you choose to share your own little piece of positivity and wisdom. That is a wonderful gift to everyone on YouTube. Thank you so much. I wish you well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.